All right, we are live with an exciting night, a return. This man was so busy out there in San Diego Comic Con, and then he got to spend some great time with the family. So good to see you, Jamie, right?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. If you wanted to talk about your experience with the fans out there once they get in here and let them know how San Diego was for you, we got a big announcement tonight that will be announced. We'll be doing later the final celebrity announcement. I think that's awesome. We'll be doing it on the show.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I think people are going to be really happy. So you were out there with your family, out there at San Diego Comic Con. Didn't even get to meet many people because you're so busy at the table, which is great. Got to spend time with the family and the baby. So I'm glad to hear it. I know you're wide awake because it was such an easy travel. Anybody who's been doing airports and flights lately knows how smoothly they've been running and how on time they've been running, and no cancellations or anything.
Especially 5 minutes before you get to the airport.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing like driving through that San Diego traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, I was out there the first time in California, and I was glad my sister was driving. Like, I'm a good driver, and I've driven all over California. I'm good. I'm good with driving out there.
Yeah, we when I was still with Stan, we did a show in Palm Springs, and I drove a 22-foot budget truck through LA traffic all the way to Palm Springs. It was miserable.
I got a F-150 with the super cab, the 8 foot bed, and then a 6x12 trailer. It's pretty much the size of half a rig. So it can be a little tight, especially those exits you get off, and then they want you to get off the next one in the
Uh,
next, you know, point
just
2
pray
miles.
nobody's next to you. Here
Oh,
I
I,
go.
I almost ran somebody off the road one time, but I was close. It was fine. They gave a little honk of the horn. But we have a great guest tonight coming up, another vendor, an artist, and
Yep.
let's bring him up now.
Very
Johnathon McDaniel, welcome to the show.
Hello, hello. How are y'all doing?
welcome, welcome.
Doing good, man.
All right.
Excited to learn
Great
more
to
about
be here.
you. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I said it's great to be here.
Oh, welcome to the show. We're glad to have you. It's been a lot of fun. We've had some really great guests. We had Reapers Underground, who's another vendor slash podcaster. We had why am I drawing a blank? Last week we had
Eric's Secret Stash.
Eric's Secret Stash. Got some great stuff, some great merchandise coming. Now we got an artist. I'm a big fan of art. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a artist, horror artist, comic book cover artist. Anything I can get a hold of to make art with, I do it, man. I've been doing this ever since I could color on the walls at home as a kid. So it's just been just my passion, and I love bringing other people's personas of their self to life. So it's I love it.
Question for you. You said you were coloring the walls. Like my parents would have killed me. How were your parents about it? Were you grounded a lot, or were they encouraging of it?
Well, they didn't pat me on the back or anything. So yeah, I didn't. Wasn't the best idea.
It was kind of like Jonathan, but one of those.
Pretty much, pretty much.
Well, I see some really cool work behind you. It looks like is that some
Oh,
of your art?
thank you all. This is actually a lot of the models. I'm really old fashioned. I still use live models whenever I do a piece of art. So they'll send me pictures as a thank you, and it's just really cool. I love to collaborate with other artists and photographers and models, and just as a whole.
Well,
Who were some of your
that's
first
cool that you do that because
inspirations?
some people aren't collaborators. I love seeing the ones who love to collaborate with other people. So kudos to you.
Thank you so much.
Uh,
So, who were some of your early inspirations when you first got into art?
Oh man, Boris Vallejo, Julie Bell. My goodness. Those were my those were my inspirations. I was like, man, one day I want to be like one of these guys. Just Joe Jusko. Even some of the, I mean, I'll even go a step further. Some of the Renaissance art, I just loved it. Fell in love with it. Still am, honestly.
Yeah, I love Jujisco's the Marvel stuff that he did back in the day, and even some of like his he did some awesome like Mars Attack stuff that was really cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful work.
I made sure I finally shared it out live into the group. I was telling Jamie that StreamYard has just become not as good as it used to be. You can't share it into groups, even if you share it like it's on. Now, if you want Jamie as well, you can share it over to Memphis, or they'll just see the link, but they won't see the live show. It's Facebook keeps messing things up, and it's making it tougher to use StreamYard lately. But yeah, that's really cool that you're doing this art. You've been doing it all your life, annoying your parents. But now are they proud with all the, was it worth the coloring on the walls? Are they cool with it now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what are they going to do now? So thank God for kilts, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll have to go over to their house and just see, for old times' sake, see how they react.
Oh man, I'm not too old for a spanking, dude. So I'm not gonna, I'm gonna stay away from it.
Are you guys having trouble hearing me? Mike's
going a little in and out.
A little bit.
Let me see what I can do here. All right. Let me unplug it and plug it. You know what? I'm gonna pop back. I'm gonna pop out and pop back in. It seems like it does that. Well, StreamYard, it's just funky like that sometimes. So that could be.
So is do you have any like current artists and stuff that you really follow?
Oh my goodness. Not necessarily. I'm still stuck back in the 90s, and I have never left, or 80s.
There's nothing wrong with that because there's so many amazing artists from back then, Silvestri and Jim Lee, all those guys.
Oh my goodness. Icons, man. Yeah, they're just those are some of the other ones that I grew up with. Jim Lee was just amazing. Still is.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome back.
Greg Capullo.
Any better? If not, I'm just gonna plug the
mic. It's still breaking up.
All right, let me get rid of the mic. Yeah, you travel with it a lot. You fold it up a lot. I got another one, but I don't know where it is. So yeah, just say forget that. All right, let's see.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Is that a little better? Can you hear me now?
Nothing. I can hear you.
We can hear you. It's still a little choppy and breaks in and out every once in a while.
I got it unplugged, so I'm using a different mic right now, so I don't know what's going on. So I don't mean you guys get to do a lot of talking, so I don't ruin the stream here. I'm gonna observe. Ugh. You guys do it.
I'm such a great interviewer. But as far as like some of the artwork that you do, is there any subjects that you gravitate towards? Like besides not just horror genre, just maybe there's like Jason or Art the Clown, someone like that you kind of gravitate towards.
Man, if I could choose 80s horror, there's no specific, man. I think that's the reason I like Art the Clown so much, because it gives off that 80s vibe.
Yeah.
And but yeah, anything 80s, Lost Boys, Freddy, I'm sucked in, man. I'm weak. I'm weak.
Especially with like Art the Clown, there's so many different things you can do with him. You know, you can do him with the flower sunglasses and just like
Oh yeah.
all the different mannerisms and stuff. It's pretty, it's definitely for someone who doesn't speak a word, gets a whole lot said basically, through his motions.
Oh, definitely. Actually, I did a um Art the Clown special edition poster for Rocket City about I think it was last year, and I was up there with David Howard Thornton, and we were right across from each other, and he was such a just an amazing cool guy. He was like, it was so slow at the time that we were making faces at each other and throwing stuff back and forth, and it was just it was fun.
Yeah, that reminds me of a time like set up a small local Comic Con, and we had Jim Cornette behind us, and it got slow, and we would just start hollering random stuff. But
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, no, he was super
Yeah,
fun.
I can hear you great, man.
Say it again.
I said, Jamie, I said, I can hear you great.
Yeah, for a change. Usually my feed goes in and out, and I have to like get out of the room, come back in. But it's only when I'm
No,
in
no,
this usually get good reception. But I go like 3 feet that way, and it cuts in and out.
no, it's coming in crystal clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you perfect. But
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my shit tonight. That's our stuff. Excuse my language. I know we got a family show.
You're good, dude.
But I mean, is there anyone like I'm sure you've done? How many conventions have you done so far? Would you say
How many commissions?
Conventions?
Conventions. Oh, conventions. Oh my goodness, man. I've honestly, I believe I've lost count. I've got a convention up until January 2025 right now. So
Wow,
it's fun. I'm blessed. I've been blessed. So
that's awesome. How are we doing?
I think I don't know if this helped. I plugged just the Logitech camera in. It might be my outlet. Is this better or no?
No.
Same situation, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna log all the way off and log all the way back on. I think it's
Okay.
the only way I can do it.
Well, anyway, Jonathan, is there anyone like in the con scene, like being a fan of 80s horror and pretty much anything horror? Is there anyone out there that you have not met yet that you are going to meet in a future convention, or someone that you just haven't had a chance to cross paths with that you want to?
oh my goodness, man. I'll be honest with you. Robert England would
He's
be
really
fantastic. My Sam Neill. I know he's not considered horror, but man, I think I
got the
fell in love with him.
Event Horizon. So,
Oh, Event Horizon, In the Mouth of Madness.
yeah.
Oh, man, there's so many, and just there's so many just rising stars. I'm each person that I meet is a blessing. So I'm taking each day with is a gift. So me getting to meet anyone you know is a gift in itself. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to Memphis Monster Con. That's going to be great. I'm so excited. I'm pumped.
Yeah, well, I mean, super excited too, super scared as well. Being the
Yeah.
convention we've ever done, and I mean, luckily, all the guests that we've brought in so far have been super nice. They're all like, here's my cell phone. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. It just, I mean, couldn't have asked for a better, group of people to come together. So I think all the fans and everybody are going to be real excited about, actually getting to meet all these, great talent and great
Oh,
people.
Oh, and Jamie, it's just the lineup that I have seen every time a guest is announced. I'm like, what? Really? I know. So I was just, it's exciting. I'm a huge Rob Zombie fan also. So each one of these characters you keep bringing. So I'm surprised every time. And I think it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to this more than any show that's coming up. So,
Right. I appreciate it.
oh man, I appreciate it. I'm honored. I'm honored, honestly. So,
And we're lucky to have some guests that haven't gotten out into like the con circuit, a whole lot that are doing this. Like we just announced Billy Redden, who was the banjo boy in Deliverance. If people don't think
yes,
that's a horror movie for sure.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live it. So yeah, it's a horror.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just like you said, everything's a blessing for sure.
Well, it is such an honor to be a part of it, and it can't get here soon enough. So
I think we're just a little over 3 months away. So I mean, it's getting here soon. We just started finally going. Now that we're transitioning from doing all the guests announcements and stuff, now we're like today we've done some posts about photo ops, and we've tried to put up as much pricing information on the website. If people go to the .com, go to the guest link, you can see pricing on most of the people's signature pricing. A lot of people are doing combos like signature plus selfie at their booth. They'll knock some money off for that. And then we're going to be pounding the pavement and going around setting up flyers. I think we're gonna do Little Rock and Jonesboro, Jackson, Mississippi, Nashville, Jackson, Tennessee. Just hit basically 200-mile circle around Memphis and just plaster it for a month or two.
Wow.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot.
You're busy.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got some business partners, but they've got other jobs as well. So I've kind of been doing most of this stuff by myself. Setting up the guests, setting up artists, vendors. I've got a phone call tomorrow with I'm trying to say like pipe and drape and tables and chairs, and so yeah,
So you've been doing a majority by yourself.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I tried everything different. Is this better?
You're perfectly clear.
It is. Wow.
Well, I switched. I'm thinking the plug-in port on my computer needs like air, dusted out. But cool. Now you can hear me. Now I don't feel bad. I did everything to make sure. Fixed it. Computer expert. If anybody needs help, $50 an hour. Now I missed most of the conversation, but so what kind of products are you going to have on the table? A lot of art. Is that pretty much what you stick to, is portrait art, or?
Yes, I stick to portrait art. I'll have prints. I've got shirts that I just like they're still warm. They're right off the table. So that's mainly then I'll be open for commissions. So it's going to be exciting. So
Mike's excited to see your work. He does a lot of my work, Doomsday's crypt art. He did like the art for the shirts, and so he's my guy. He's excited to see. He loves other artists as well, so he's excited. That's him speaking there. Show some of your art. That's just how he talks. Yeah, he's got some fantastic work as well. But he's excited to see some of your art.
Oh man, I am that. That's an honor, man. I'm excited to see some of his.
Oh, he's amazing. Actually, I'll run down because for the guest announcement tonight, I had something I'll show when we do the announcement. It fits the theme. So That'll be kind of cool. But yeah, Mike is a talented guy. He does a lot of the Doomsday's crypt art for me, pretty much 99% of it. So big thanks to him.
Oh, I tell you, I've been the picture with the third eye and everything. I've just been sucked into that. As a matter of fact, I kind of zoned out after I was staring at it earlier. It's beautiful.
Yeah, he killed it on it. Oh, he's going to show some. I've got a feeling he's got some art he'll be showing in the stream, Mike. He's eager. He's not going to be at the show to see you in Memphis. He doesn't leave the house except to Jersey. Well, he's on the East Coast too, to be fair. But did I go silent? Did I freeze?
No.
Hello?
Okay, yeah. You know, I was wondering. He's wondering if you had any art to show that you've done. Like do you have anything available to show?
I do. Whoa. Are you still there?
You almost lost him. Well, you almost pulled a John.
You almost lost me.
Oh,
Oh no.
he did. I made him disappear. Look what you did, Toth. Yeah, a lot of people are excited. Excited for the announcement. I think a lot of people are excited to see some of his work as well.
Yeah, he's a really, really good artist. I put when we did the artist spotlight on him on social media. I posted several things. I think there was like a cool Predator. What's the name from Lost Boys? Kiefer Sutherland's character, and I think there was a Jason Voorhees too. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I mean, it looks like even the art you could see behind him was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I missed most of the conversation. I'm glad I got the mic working though, because it would have been a rough stream. But I do have to go grab that deck downstairs. But before we do that, I'll run down and grab it. It won't take as long. I just might come back way out of breath.
That's okay. I did coming up the stairs.
It's not as well. It's a nice kitchen, but I kind of miss my stuff down there. Here's our good buddy Montavious. Good to see you.
What's up, man?
I'm trying to figure out what perk to get on his campaign.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Bill Mosley. He's talking about Bill Mosley's skateboard deck is dope. Mosley selling. Yeah. I'm glad to hear he's doing well. I was at Carolina when we saw him. I think I told you the story, but we saw him Thursday night. He was sitting with Tom Matthews and a few others, and then we're at the con, and like all day Friday, it's like we saw him, and it's I've met Bill enough times to know he's not just gonna skip, and he's a pretty professional guy, and when he wasn't there, and then I found out from Matt Burns that night. It's like I was shocked. And I didn't realize how bad he got hurt until you really heard. So
yeah,
good to see he's doing well. So big shout out to Bill Mosley. I'm sure he's not watching, but one of the cool people out there, and one of the greatest horror actors out there.
There's been stuff going on health wise with Kevin Sullivan. I don't think he's going to be able to make the con.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know they're starting to GoFundMe for him. I know Tony Khan, owner of AEW, he basically met the amount on the GoFundMe the first day, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Hopefully, that's too bad, because I know a lot of people just love the wrestlers and they blend so well into horror conventions. So thoughts and prayers out to him for sure.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, if anybody's looking, I'm sure you could get a hold of Jamie or look out there and find a way that maybe if you can donate a few bucks for the man. He sacrificed his body, and those guys suffer probably more than most people.
Yeah, I'll see if I can see if his GoFundMe's still out there and post it on the page.
We'll publish it in the crypt too.
Sweet.
I'm sorry I made you move and then I made you cut out. It's the Johnathon effect. It's the John effect. My name's John as well, so it's just
hey, that's okay. That's okay. Man, I don't know where I went, man. I looked down, I looked back up, and I was gone. I was like, well,
the same thing happened to us.
I know. It's like ninjas, man. I mean, just
now you see me, now you don't.
Now you see, basically
as well.
Art. Yeah, that's what we were going. This is a piece. These are really
awesome.
big. Sorry.
Oh wow.
This is a get on there.
Black Widow.
Painting I'm doing now.
That is awesome, man.
Black Widow. So
Is that a commission?
Badass.
yeah, y'all are the first one that's seen that. So
is that like 18 by 24? That looks.
it's 14 by 22. When I go big. I'm gonna
You want to
go as big as I can. So
not as big as your wall though.
no, not as big as my wall.
But
I'm only 5 foot tall almost. So I've got to go bigger to make myself feel bigger. So
I hear you. I feel I'm like 6 foot, but you have friends like Michael Toth, or you go see a guy like Michael Bailey Smith or Doug Tate, and those guys are just giants and make me feel really, really short. And I get the syndrome. Like, and it's funny.
Hey. I feel you. I all the time. I'm always looking up.
I feel you being, the shorter 5 foot range where, being 6 foot, I'm usually like not the small guy. And then you stand by these guys and you feel like, damn, I feel like a little kid.
All right.
These guys are giants, some of them.
Oh,
but yeah, that
goodness.
Scarlet Witch is awesome. Not Scarlet Witch. Black Widow is awesome, man. That's a sick piece.
Yeah. I wish I had something else on me. That's just like what I'm working on right now. Like, supposed to have it finished this week. So that's just what I've got on me right this second. But you are more than welcome to look at my stuff on Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, well, if you're on Facebook, I got to get you in the group, and I got to follow you after this as well.
Yeah, dude, definitely. Likewise.
And here, I got to give this guy a big shout out right here. I was really impressed with his Snow White horror film they're doing. I believe I'm terrible with names, but that trailer for Enchanted Forest, I believe it's called. I was impressed. It was really, really good. Really, really good. So big shout out to you there, Peter Anthony. Killing it.
Enchanted Forest.
Yeah, I believe that's Death of Snow White movie. I was close. I said it was a Snow White movie, but yeah, I'll share the link with you. He posted it in the Doomsday's Crypt group as well. From Roseblood, worked with Jason Brooks, CJ Graham, Tom Matthews. So on Vengeance 1 and 2 with those guys, reprising their Part 6 roles. Tom Matthews in Part 2, and CJ actually plays Jason's father in Vengeance 1 and 2, Eli Voorhees. So Peter's been killing it. He's got his movie Smile coming out with a ton of legends in the horror community, including Terry Kaiser. So keep your eyes out for that, man.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I want to say Enchanted Forest, and it's the easiest name, Death of Snow White movie. And it really, I almost watched the trailer at some point, but yeah, big props to you, man. But yeah, that art is incredible. You tend to use paints, or do you stencil more, or you do a variety of everything?
Man, actually, I freehand all my skin tones. I use actual makeup. So just go another step forward. Another medium. So but yeah, I actually use actual makeup and skin tone. So it's interesting.
So I mean,
really bring it to life.
Yeah. If you got the right makeup, anything looks good, right?
Right. I'm hoping one day Estee Lauder or something will be like, "Hey, let's give this guy a ton of money for promoting our makeup." That hasn't happened yet. So
You know what? Stick with Doomsday's Crypt. There's a lot of guys like Peter Anthony and a lot of these independent filmmakers out there. Might get your foot in the door doing some makeup on some of these shows. That's a skill that a lot of these guys look for.
Oh, definitely, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. Mike, I call him the marker master because what he does a lot is with markers, and how he does it is just insane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see, I was just saying it too, and that just popped up. He's the Sharpie master because, I mean, he uses markers for pretty much everything he does for the most part. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but he'll do the outline, but he fills things in with markers, and I don't know how he does it, but it's incredible. So he's the marker master, Sharpie master.
Marker master. I like that.
It might be his new nickname. I don't know if he'll like it though. But
the
he does deserve to get.
I don't know. It's catchy.
You should get the Maybelline contract. He needs the Sharpie contract, and you guys would be
right. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, I'm in his corner, man. If he,
I'll connect you with Mike. Mike's always in the group. His mother's right here, Tony Toth. She's a big supporter of everything we do, and gotta love her as well. So big shout out, Tony and Michael. Genuinely became family too. Like they're not just like people I do business with. They're definitely considered on the family level. So yeah, it's a special relationship me and my dude got. Best pals, brothers from his mother, I guess, another mother. He's close with really everybody. Him and his mom reach out to everybody. So it's not just their art. Good people.
And I love that, especially with cons and artists and cosplayers, photography. It is like it's a family. It just and it builds and it grows, and there's something about it. It's got definitely a family feel to it.
Yeah,
shoot, man, there's people I met at cons I like better than my own family.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've been lucky. I talk about a lot, and my mom will be in Memphis. My mom and dad. It's crazy because when you meet my mom and dad, if you told my friends or even told me growing up, we'd be enjoying horror and conventions together, I'd say you're out of your freaking mind. Ain't no way, But yeah. I've met so many great people as well, so I hear you, especially when you're traveling all over, and then you see vendors repeatedly, and you tend to have a great communication level. I've met some really, really good friends vending, good friends through cons or through the Facebook group, and it really is a family. And Jamie and I talked about this too. Comic cons are great, but there's just something special about horror cons and the environment that the fans bring into these conventions, at least that I've experienced.
Yeah, it's a lot more of a tight knit group, community than just regular old Comic Cons. It just seems like it's like you said, it's more of a family than like hanging out with friends. For sure,
it really is. It really, really is, and just I don't know. It's just it's very I would say I'm an introvert, but I feel comfortable.
With cons, man, it just opens you up, and anybody who's watching, who's going to Memphis or any of these other conventions that are out there, and it's your first time going to a convention, it's just an experience you have to experience because it's hard to explain.
Right.
What you experience the whole way through.
Yeah, and I mean, and there's just so many more people that you can meet, people that you wouldn't even think that are like you. You're going to meet at least one person that is just like you that you're going to be best friends with after you go to a horror convention with them, for sure.
I'm going to grab those two things downstairs. I'm going to let you guys continue with what you're doing. I'll be out of breath in about 30 seconds.
But where are you located?
Hey, he kept his camera up. I didn't keep my camera up. It fell down. So, I'm giving him, just props for that.
So where are you based out of?
Selmer, Tennessee, the big town of Selmer, Tennessee.
Oh, Okay, yeah, I've driven through there going to Shiloh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, me and my wife, we did that that little trip 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah, it's nice. I've never been up there before, but
Now, I'm kidding. You'll blink and go right through it.
yeah. I remember there used to always be commercials here in Memphis about some furniture store in Selmer. They always try to get people to come up from Memphis to go to Selmer for the furniture store.
I remember that. It's a huge furniture store too. I think it's shut down.
Yeah.
Yep, it's shut down, I think.
So what you got, John?
Oh, well, I'm gonna show 2 of them.
Okay.
Because this one I got to mail out tomorrow. This was a gift for a fan who, unfortunately can't get to a lot of events, but is a huge horror fan.
Awesome.
So we'll give
him that's sick.
Back. Yeah, it's black light. We're going to be handing that out. I'll be mailing that out. And then tomorrow, my good buddy, Super Freddy himself, Pluto from the Hills Have Eyes remake, Blacklight, Nightmare on Elm Street 5 deck. So next weekend in New Jersey, Mike will actually be there, the guy who did it. Go get this signed. He's got a Super Freddy one too.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. And I got one more, but we got to wait till we announce the big guest. And we got to make these guys wait at least 5 more minutes.
Jamie, you're thinking the same thing. I was rubbing my hands together, dude.
Yeah, they're really, really cool in Blacklight. Let me see if I can pull one up real quick. Give him a little shout out, I guess. He's all right guy. Now, let's go here. I know I got him on my phone, but we'll give you a little love there, Michael. And I just bought the Killer Clown set he has too. Those Blacklight decks are pretty awesome.
You showed that last time.
Awesome. Yeah, they're pretty sick. Trying to find some that are in the Blacklight here. We'll give you a little Mojo Jojo here. All right. Because this is your time. We ain't going to give you much more time there, Michael. Let's see if we can find one that he's got that even pops even more in that black light. He sent me a bunch of them, too. Let me see if I can find them right here. Yeah, screw it. It's a pain in the butt. But, yeah, he does some cool work. You can see it on the page, everybody who knows. But, yeah, we'll be bringing those ourselves because I'll be vending and doing the panels. So we're going to have a busy week out there in Memphis. And I'm excited to see all your work. How many pieces would you say you bring to each event? Like, do you have like an idea of what you're going to bring? Because I'm sure there's so much art and so much you have, or you just bring the whole thing.
Goodness. Well, I've got the prints. I've got. Let's see. I've got Art the Clown. Jason. I do have a Halloween Rob Zombie version. I have got oh my goodness, Twisted Metal, which I don't know if it's considered horror, but Sweet Tooth. So, but I love it. I love it. Any clown craziness, I'm into.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that. I'm with you.
Let's see, Predator. We got that coming. I've got David from the Lost Boys. He'll be there. Got quite a bit.
Yeah, everybody loves the Lost Boys. You can never go wrong with Lost Boys art.
No, never. That's classic. Just it does not get any better almost than they're trying. They're trying.
I do want to see your Predator too. That's always a hot item.
Predator's awesome.
Oh, dang, man! That Predator was fun. Predator was fun. I've yet to do Alien. I can't believe I haven't. I know. I have yet to do it. I'm pushed so far back that I haven't had any time to do anything for myself in a long time. So, which like I say, it's not a bad thing. I'm definitely, I keep saying blessed, but I'm definitely blessed. So, hopefully in the near future, I can grab a xenomorph and make that happen.
That'd be cool. That was my first convention. Michael Biehn from Aliens was there, and that was cool. Just sitting like almost right next to him at your first con, and being an Aliens fan, Tombstone fan, obviously Terminator fan. So yeah.
Oh, definitely, man.
Yeah.
So they got the new Alien film coming out, right?
Yeah.
Covenant. Isn't it?
Romulus?
Covenant what came out, it's something like that, but it's yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people hated the last few that they did, but I actually kind of like the ones. The only ones I didn't like was when you got to Aliens 3. I kind of like that 4. It just, but I enjoyed I did enjoy like Alien versus Predator, even though it was PG. I wish it was an R rating. But yeah.
No, I think it's one of those things is it's not the alien you were looking for, but hey, we got another Alien movie, so it's really cool in itself. So I'm just happy to have another Alien movie. So
I think what it is people don't want a whole explanation of it. They just want it to, you know what I mean? Sometimes the backstory is too much for certain fans, because it kind of ruins what they thought it was. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. Us, especially Aliens fans. You go Alien and Aliens, anything that those hardcore fans, just like Hellraiser 1 and 2, the rest ain't nothing. It doesn't matter. Those are the ones.
No, you got a point. You're right. It's they're trying to base everything off those classics, and it's that's hard to do.
And you're talking to a guy who's one of his favorite Batman movies is Batman and Robin. I love it.
Well,
Batman
I
and
can't
Robin?
agree with you. Bat nipples.
Oh, definitely, man.
I didn't even see. I like the first Batman, the '89, and go into the movies. I'm on any of the sequels after that. I didn't really like. I know a lot of people loved Batman Returns, but for me, it was okay, but it wasn't as good as the first one with Jack Nicholson. It got a little too more campy, and then the rest of them just, some were okay, and some were, Batman and Robin. Wonderful film, Jamie. But Romulus is the name of the upcoming alien.
Is it Romulus?
Yeah, of course. Mike's got it. He's got it down in his head. That dude studies it all. He'll give me heads up. You hear about this? Not yet. Now I have. So.
Oh man, yeah, I love the idea of it. I love the idea that it's like, was it after Alien, before Aliens? It's in that time frame. So it's I don't know who come up with the idea, but I love the way they planned that out. It's great timeline.
I love how it's like, everybody loves it's like the perfect crossover too. Aliens versus Predator. I kind of wish they continued with the Predators, because I mean, other than the first Predator, the second one was okay, but I think Predators is my second favorite in the series when they land on the planet and stuff. I think there was a lot of survival.
That was Robert Rodriguez, wasn't it?
I think it was. I believe it was. It wasn't Ridley Scott. It wasn't, anybody like, had anything to. What was it?
The one with Adrian Brody?
Yeah.
Adrian Brody and Machete was in there.
After the first Predator, I would put that one as my second, and then Predator 2 as my third favorite.
I'm with you. I wish they continued it, because there was so much story to tell. You could have had different aliens. You could have had the xenomorphs. You could have had the Predators hunting down. You could almost done a Walking Dead type survival story where, instead of fighting zombies, you're surviving on different things and different factions. And
it had the best Predator kill of any Predator movie. The Yakuza guy, fighting, then he just comes through and just catches him. And dude,
I don't know why that movie failed. It was so good. I thought it was really good. Like, I was entertained the whole time. I loved the looks of the Predators. They had different kinds of Predators. They gave you more story to it.
They had the dog Predators that chased them and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who all was in that? There's Adrian Brody,
Danny Trejo.
Speaking of Danny Trejo, keep look out. I've got some really exciting news about working with him. So
Oh,
I'm not
really?
allowed to say yet. So I want to just leave that there.
Heck yeah, interesting. About
That's cool. I haven't had a chance to meet Danny Trejo yet, and I really want to, legend of so many movies. Yeah, I mean, even like when he was a small role and back in the day, he was always stood out. So yeah, a complete legend that I definitely want to meet.
But
Oh, man,
a very
it's-
underrated actor that's like amazing. Oh God, what's his name?
Walter Goggins.
Yes.
He was in it. Yeah, he's he might be my favorite, and he's doing cons now, so I'm hoping to catch him at one because that would probably be my favorite actor right now. I mean, he's so good in Righteous Gemstones. He was great in Vice Principals.
Billy.
He was yeah, and he's horror too. What is it? What it was? No, it wasn't a House of Thousands Corpses, and he was in God. Now I'm drawing a blank. I always want to say Three from Hell, but that's not it. From the sequel. What's the sequel? It's Three from Hell. It's a Thousand Corpses. Why can't I think of the second one?
Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects. Why couldn't I even think of it, man? I feel brain dead tonight. But yeah, he was great in that
Not by
movie.
yourself.
Yeah. When I don't have something on my head and I think about it, I just can't get it to come out. It's a bad thing. But yeah, he was awesome in that movie. Another great Rob Zombie movie. He's just been in so many cool things. Awesome in Fallout. I was like that. He was a great character in there. So yeah,
Justified.
probably my favorite actor out there right now. Danny Trejo is king. I agree. And I can't believe I couldn't remember the Devil's Rejects. Now I'm gonna have nightmares. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight because I loved the first. I wasn't a real big fan of the Three from Hell. It was okay, but
minutes is to go home is to go back and watch it 5 times.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to watch them all. Yeah, I'll even have to go down to watch 31 again. Just all the Rob Zombie movies.
Oh man, I never get tired of them. I love Rob Zombie films, even the ones that just were not the best. I still like them. Just I still like them. They've got a special place.
Did you ever watch for Bistio?
Wait, is that the animated?
Yeah, the animated one.
No, I have not seen that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, Three from Hell's John's favorite over here. Yeah, I love Three from Hell. I mean, with Rob Zombie, it's either you love him or you hate him. I haven't found somebody really in between. You either love his films or you just absolutely despise him. I know people that despise his movies, despise the Halloween. I thought the 07 was great, and I even enjoyed the sequel for certain. I mean, there's obviously some parts of it that I felt they could have went without the white horse, but I thought some of the kills were great. I thought the opening hospital scene was a great tribute, and it was pretty intense, a dream sequence, but still there was some great moments. And I know it's Tyler Maine's favorite kill is in the hospital flashback scene.
Yeah, some of it does get a little artsy, but for the most part, like some of the imagery, like that one scene where you see Michael Myers like turning that car over and just the shot on it makes him look like he's like 10 feet tall.
Yeah. Well, he is. He's a big dude for sure. But I think my favorite is like when the ambulance crashes. I mean, that was just brutal. The dude's in pain, and he just goes.
Oh yeah, that has such a realistic feel to it. The entire ambulance crash.
Yeah. I take it for what it is. Yeah, with Rob Zombies, I don't take it in the Carpenter universe. I take it in the Rob Zombie universe, and its own fresh take on it. And I have no problem with it. And, where with Halloween Ends, I take a little more pain with that one because I felt like it for me. I know there's a lot of people that like the ends, but it just that bugs me still.
I know. I was same way. And I'm going to go a step further.
You got James.
I like the monsters, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you got James Jude Courtney, who I thought was, you know, other than Nick Castle, because the OG, and even Dick Warlock. I mean, he was there with those Myers actors. I don't care the look, the feel, the intensity, and you have him sitting on the bench most of the movie. And then then the Hulkamania thing that he did when he killed the first person really bugged me.
Yes.
What you gonna do, brother? All right. Tell you what do you think? You think we should do this announcement for these people?
Yeah.
Let me pull up the picture. I had it all sent to, but let me get that set and I'll let you do the announcement. We'll do a big drum roll for you or something. All right, let me pull this up. Give me a second. I got to switch from my page. I'll tell you, Facebook's just been irritating me lately. It's terrible, I tell you. They keep making changes, but for the worst. All right, here we go. Are you kidding me? All right. All right. I'll tell you when I got it ready. I got it ready for us. So without further ado, you're the man, Jamie. I think this has got to be your announcement to build up here. Oh, I blew it.
There we go.
Here we go. Christina Lease, Child's Play 2, Chucky series, Cult of Chucky.
Yeah.
And I've met her quite a few times. I just saw her in OKC, and the fans love her. She's really, really cool. I know she loves seeing the fans, and she really enjoys the cons. And I think it's an amazing, amazing final guest you got there.
Thank you. Yeah, she's talked to her, several times. Couldn't be nicer. I mean, just like I was talking to Jonathan. I think when you were off air, just talking about like how blessed we are to have like the nicest people in the business, at this year's convention. So everybody's going to have a super nice treat to actually, have some awesome people to chat up with, take pictures with, get autographs from.
Yes, and 90210 for you 90s kids out there. I know I watched it because I had two sisters. I had no choice. But yeah, she was great in that too. And she still holds that same tone with her when you meet her. She's still kind of a badass in her own way. So I think the fans are going to have a lot of fun with her. Yeah, she is a sweetheart. She's really, really, really cool. Yeah, your class. Yep, exactly. And then give Mike a little shout out. I had to pull that out. But yeah, Christina Lease, great announcement. Another great guest. You've killed it. And with the vendors that we've had on, you have some really, really good ones. Jonathan, Reaper's Underground, Eric's Secret Stash. I'm excited to meet more of the vendors as well. I mean, I've met a lot of the celebrities, but the vendors and all these new talented people that I haven't had a chance to meet or talk to has been a ton of fun, man.
We still got 3 months to go.
I know. All these vendors are going to have to step up with all these awesome ones that come here. But I got a feeling you got some really, really good ones, and I can't wait to talk to more of them for sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm like super excited. I'm even more so now. So I say the last guest. So I'm psyched.
Yeah.
I'm psyched.
It's going to be a fun event. I mean, it's definitely a good way for me. It's going to be my last one of 2024. So to go out with Memphis and what they're doing right there is not bad. It's not a bad deal. Scarefest is the last one in October, finishing up strong with Memphis Monster Con in November. It's pretty cool. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Right after Halloween, still scratching that itch that people still want scratched. Right after Halloween, don't want to let it go. Keep it going.
Yeah, I'm excited that I won't have those Halloween withdrawals. I mean, you really get them. So it'll be nice to at least put a little Band-Aid on the Halloween hurt being over and be able to celebrate a little more Halloween in November. And that's what's great about these cons. And they're starting to be more year round, where you don't have to just celebrate October and horror movies on that one day. The fandom, I think, is stronger than ever in horror. And the talent, I think, is better than ever in horror. There's some guys like yourself that are artists and and some of these people I've met at these places, and it's like, man, how the hell do you do that?
Oh man, that's it.
It's going to be a special weekend. We're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of my family's going to be there. Can't wait to meet Jamie in person. I can't wait to meet you in person, Jonathan.
Oh, same here, man. I'm excited to meet both. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to meet both of you. Or just on the other side of the camera anyway.
I know I'm gonna have to keep my wallet away from you, dude. So you got some kick-ass prints, and especially if you do some of these things that you're talking about bringing. It might be tough on me. I'll be like, God, just go pay him.
Take care of it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, and I'm not sure who we're bringing on next week on Tuesday, but me and Jamie will talk about the next vendor coming. Jonathan, once again, thank you, Jamie. Thank you for doing this with me and doing what we're doing. I think it's real special to be doing these with vendors, being a vendor myself, and being able to give guys like Jonathan this light to show off what they do. So until next time, guys, peace out. We love you, and we'll see you.